Oh my God.
Gotta pulse. Come on, stay with me.
Is there ever an easy day on mission? I'm gonna start with you, Pom.
I don't think so.
No.
No, I don't think so because we always aim for excellence. So, it takes so many takes to get the right shot and for everyone to be in sync,
You know, Degas was praying that he got to kick some real butt.
Oh
this movie.
yes, listen. I wanted to show off some skills, and when I heard that I would be doing a fight scene with these two, I was like, hell yeah, come on, let's put the gloves on. Let's
How
start
did
training.
he do? How did he do? How
He
did
did
the Rook
amazing.
do?
These guys are just so physically brilliant.
Yeah.
I loved how both of them, they look so assured. You believe that they are accomplished fighters. There's a block that you do, Tarzan, I think it's when it tumbles into the kitchen. It's just so kind of
good.
like assured. Pom's axe kick in this film is like, it's a pleasure to behold.
The axe and the kick are very, very good.
Bam.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
She just lights out like that.
This movie does deliver everything we expect from a mission movie. It gives you the fun, it gives you the action. But y'all decided to give us some heart with this one, right?
Well, this is kind of Tom and McHugh's, eternal mantra is that it's character.
Yeah.
That's what's at the heart of this film, is heart and character. You have to care about the people that are involved in these crazy situations, because if you don't, those crazy situations won't ring true. If you didn't care about Ethan, you wouldn't worry about him hanging off a plane, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's something that they really strive to achieve.
How emotional was the ending?
It was emotional. I shed a little tear on my final day. I shed a little tear when I watched the movie for the first time.
Yeah.
This has been a big part of my life, 20 years. And also these last 5 have been very special. And so I can feel it coming on a bit now. I think you should ask Pom a
Did
question.
you just see that glory tear come out of my eye? That one Denzel glory
The
tear?
single tear.
It was coming. It was coming. Let's talk about shooting in the Arctic. Is it true that y'all had to be warmed up with hair dryers?
Yeah,
or
hand warmer, hair dry, anything that was gonna keep us.
Yeah, I
warm.
almost
This
lost
one-
my nose at some
Oh,
point.
you almost
Wait,
lost
what
your
happened?
nose.
I was like what do you say?
Frost nip.
Okay, it's like before frostbitten, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you know when you're frost nipped?
No, but it's funny because
skin
right
goes
before the take, I was like making a joke that I was losing my nose and was like grabbing it picking it up on the floor, on the ground, and then we shot we were shooting and there was a close up on me, and then at some point everyone was like, "Pom, stop, get warm." I was like, "What's happening?" And my nose was turning white.
The tip
Yeah,
of her
yeah.
nose started turning white. And if we would have waited any longer, she would have it would have become dead.
Could you feel? You couldn't feel anything.
Yeah, no.
You just knew you were cold.
Yeah.
They
it
had
was
to have
cold.
people watching the monitors at all times, checking that if your skin goes sort of waxy and white, then that means that you have frost nip, which is the precursor to frostbite. So we had a whole team of people that were just waiting to run on set, put a hand warmer on our face, blow a hairdryer on our face.
So how long do the scenes have to be then when you're in the Arctic? Like, what do you shoot for? What is it, 5 minutes? Like 3 minutes?
We had
Is it-
some scenes where it was long.
Yeah.
You're sitting there. I remember this one particular scene where we all had to line up in a certain type of way, and they also because they decided to add fans. Like it wasn't cold enough, and throw some snow in a fan. So you're just getting obliterated by the goddamn.
And you're trying to look cool.
You're trying to look
but
cool,
you're
but you're like this.
snow, like coming into your face, you're like.
It's minus 40 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but if you took your gloves off, it would be 30 seconds before you'd be in pain. It was very, very cold.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
When you're watching Tom in action, is there anybody who does it like him? And what is it like to just watch him work?
There is nobody
No.
other than that does it like Tom. There just isn't.
Everyone loves Tom.
It's a very easy thing to say is, but there's a reason why he's Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And it's because of the way he applies himself. He's 100% all the time in everything he does. He is the most dedicated, passionate person I've ever met in my life. I don't think I could apply that amount of, I couldn't. I mean, that's how he got where he is, by just being 100% all the time. And it's kind of inspiring to watch.
And then you sit there and everybody, the audience who's seeing it on the screen, they're like, wow, this feels so real. Imagine watching that in real life.
Because it is real. Because he's doing
it is real. So watching
Yeah.
it right there and not knowing, like, will he survive this take or not, or what? It's that's surreal.
The amount of things that could go wrong. And when we started doing these really big sort of like signature stunts, I would say the first one, he did some amazing stunts in the first 3, but the Burj Khalifa was the one that took the audience's breath away.
100%.
And he was like, okay, so I need to do this more. And with every film, he's pushed it further. And with every stunt, the amount of variables has grown. So the amount of risk has grown until you get to this one when I watched the movie and I am amazed that he survived. I genuinely am amazed that he pulled that off. But that's what he'll do. He'll risk his life.
Pom, was there ever a moment, because I know you're a bit of a daredevil, you like this stuff, right? But is there ever a moment where you're like, ooh, what did I sign up for? Oh boy.
I mean, the thing is, yes, sometimes you have like, oh, I hope this is gonna go right, that this is gonna go well, but also we're surrounded by the best of the best. And so we feel safe because there is so much preparation before. So, you know, we're really prepared. We're prepared for anything. But yeah, of course, for this one, to up my game even more with the fight in the cottage with a real fire.
Well, you're madder.
So you do
That's
it for
sure.
real with a real fire. I do all my fight. And you have to do the scene all day long and do so many takes. So, you know, it's exhausting, but it's exhilarating too.
There is a signature line in the movie that says, our lives is the sum of our choices, right? So I think when you reflect on that line there, what moments or decisions stand out for you in your journey? And when you think, okay, I'm here today, what are those choices that I made that
so I used to be a first grade teacher, and I always wanted to be an actor, and the choice for me to say, hey, you know, tell my kids like follow your dreams, and me realizing, yo, I'm not following my dreams, and to say, let me take a chance, let me see if I can really turn this dream into a reality. That choice to say, let me take this leap of faith and give my all to acting, and now I'm sitting here, you know, with these two lovely individuals and doing an interview with you, talking about one of the biggest movies of 2025 ever. That's incredible. And sometimes I sit back and I'm like, wow, I like just
you
jump.
Really took that,
Just jump, you know. So I tell everybody, just jump.
Listen,
just jump.
betting on yourself, I don't think you can ever go wrong when you bet on yourself, right?
No.
Pom, what about you?
I mean, it was one of my dreams to be in Mission Impossible, and years ago I started training for it because I wanted to be physically able to do it. So my friend Jessa Noviello taught me how to punch, how to kick, and I would write it in my schedule. I would write Mission Impossible instead of training,
so
you know. So yeah, and now I'm here.
Manifestation is real, man.
It's real.
Living example right
and
here.
training hard, you know.
Yeah. What about for you, Simon?
Well, let me take you back to 2005, and I was working in an office very close to where we are now with Edgar Wright. I was writing a film called Hot Fuzz, and the phone rang, and it was J.J. Abrams, and he, in a very matter-of-fact way, said, "Hey, Simon, I saw you in Shaun of the Dead. Would you like to come and be in Mission Impossible 3?" And it really was like, do you choose to accept?
Yeah.
You know? And I, not really knowing what to say, said, okay. And, that was the beginning of a journey that's brought me to this roof, to promote this film. And it's an extraordinary 20 years for me.
20 years, man.
That's crazy.
I know, right? 20.
Is there an Easter egg or something that particularly stands out from the mission's past that is a personal favorite of yours?
I love the fact that Krieger's knife, which is Jean Reno's character, we've seen it in the trailer, it's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
Comes back into this one. This is when Ethan Hunt was being pulled out of the Black Vault in Mission Impossible 1 30 years ago, Jean Reno's character Krieger drops his knife and it spirals to the ground. It spirals and sticks in the desk. And William Donlow, who is the keeper of the Black Vault, comes in and he sees this knife and he looks up at the ceiling and he doesn't know what's happened. And then we learn that he's been exiled to Alaska. In a way that I won't reveal, that knife comes back.
Well, I tell you, you guys really have done it again, and it's a triumph again. And I don't know. I don't know if it's the end. I don't know if you all know if it's the end. It's the final reckoning, but
it's an end. I mean,
it's an end.
It feels,
there we go. It's an end.
I like that.
I like that.
An
It
end.
feels to me like a glorious kind of wrapping up of the last 30 years. The culmination of so much hard work and endeavor and story and adventure. Christopher McQuarrie is a genius writer, and his ability to look back on what's gone before and bring it all to the fore in this movie, it's just a joy. If you've been there since the beginning, you'll be so delighted with the way that it all comes together. If this is your first Mission Impossible, you've got 7 other films to get into when you're done with this one, you know.
And we get Tom Cruise in his skivvies.
And doesn't he look
Come
good?
on,
Doesn't he look
62
good?
and looking like that.
Hey, he looks D.
Are you?
I don't know how to whistle. If I could, I would.
It makes you sick. It really does.
It's really crazy. I was like, what is happening?
Look, as soon as I saw that image of him like this with his shirt on, I was like, man, where's the chimp? Hell no, I can't outdo me.